a cannibal, even for the sake of her future children, because she is of a weak mind. Kyla, explain yourself.
So I don't think that I could ever just live with myself. The idea of eating another person, I would just kill myself on the spot. If someone
Is it the fact that it's still inside you or something, or that you've done it?
Eating another person.
Let's just get this straight though. Chloe, are you promoting cannibalism?
No, but I'm saying if it comes down to life or death between another living thing, even my dog, of course I would do it. One, because I'm not weak of mind like you. Two, I understand sacrifice, and if I'm worried about it being in my system, I'll take a shit. I don't care. I'd eat for my dog.
So what you're saying is you don't give a shit about eating
I'd
people.
eat for you. I do. I think it's repulsive.
I was joking because you said I was joking.
I think it's repulsive, but when it comes down to the life of something else, get on with it.
I think it's repulsive that you're so okay with doing that. Honestly,
would you not eat for me? Somebody's hand on my life.
Shoot myself. You can deal.
You would
yourself.
let me die.
You can deal with yourself.
All right, we'll go back to the child. Your 4-year-old child who's dependent on you.
Yeah. So Chloe said that what would you do if you to save your 4-year-old child's life, you'd have to eat a hand. And I said, give me one plausible story or scenario that would ever happen.
Kyle said she would kill for her child, but she wouldn't eat for her child.
I'd kill for my child easy. Eat another person? Then I would have to kill myself. Then the child doesn't have a mother, then that sucks. Anyway, what I'm saying is...
So you basically also just killed your child.
Kyla, by default. No, listen. It's your child or the hand. If you opt out and kill yourself, the child dies.
Because the child's dependent on you.
I eat the hand, and then I get my child's safety, and then I kill myself.
Safety.
But you would do it.
To save my child? Yes, but then I would have to kill myself.
But
so don't put me in that situation, because then I will die. Anyway, so I was thinking of what are the scenarios where they would ever say eat a hand or your child dies. So then I decided
torture.
No, because then I'm thinking
somebody breaks
Chloe,
in.
Shut up!
Listen, I'm giving you a scenario. Somebody breaks in, cuts off my hand, and they despise you. This is torture. They force feed you me.
Ooh.
Then that's force feeding. That's not me willingly.
But
doing it.
you've eaten me.
No, I kill myself. Done.
Okay, somebody breaks in.
Why are they breaking in?
Well, somebody's taking over, whatever. They're torturing me. They cut off my hand. They say, eat her hand or we'll slit her throat. I'm okay. I can wear a prosthetic hand.
Do you want to live knowing that your sister has eaten you?
I would
Do you
rather
want to know
live, full stop.
I disagree.
I can live with a
I would
prosthetic
not.
hand.
I would not.
You would let me die.
If you wanted to live like that bad, then I'd eat it, and then I would have to.
Assume
die.
I always want to.
So
live
you're
that
choosing
bad.
me or you, and you've just chosen yourself. So I'd eat the hand, and then I'd have to die. Chloe, would you eat my hand?
Yes. If it's your hand or your life, I'm choosing to eat your hand to save your life.
But what if I told you that if I knew that you ate my hand, I would inevitably have to kill myself? Because the idea of having my hand in your system, I think I would have to kill myself.
I think you'd get over it.
Being a victim of cannibalism, I think I would just have to
Piss
die.
off. It's already off your body and take a bite out of you. They cut your hand off.
What if they didn't?
If they say take a bite of your hand.
Said, eat her, bite her until the hand's gone.
Yeah, I did.
You do it?
Yeah.
Me screaming because I'm having my hand bitten off of me, you would do it.
Willpower.
Chloe?
Yeah.
I would rather die. I would rather
Okay,
die.
what if I said you have to eat her hand, but they don't tell me how, so I just I cut it off myself and then I eat it how I like.
I'm not that scared.
Like barbecue sauce.
That was going to be my next question is how would you cook it? Would you cook it or eat it raw?
Barbecue
Sauce.
I would.
Barbecue sauce? Would you also barbecue it?
Yeah.
Or would you fry
like
it?
Steam it. You'd cook it in the oven and then flip it on the barbecue.
I would so easily rather die. I don't think that you don't understand. Is that I don't know why people are so scared of it. It's gonna happen. Oh my god, no. That's not happening. I would rather.
Would you be a cannibal for garlic?
No. Sorry, he doesn't.
Why?
No. This is not
No.
a crazy thing. Dad, why do you not want to be a cannibal? Why would that suck?
Dad, why wouldn't you be a cannibal for garlic?
The way that you phrase that.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not as close to garlic, I guess, as you are.
Chloe, I wouldn't either if it makes you feel like
Mind
I
you,
would kill myself. You know what? Listen,
I don't know. I haven't really thought about this much.
I don't cry a lot, but I cry thinking about his death. Can you imagine the hell I will unleash upon you when he dies? Can you imagine if it
You'll
was your
unleash
fault?
it upon me. Why would it be my fault?
Because
What makes you
it's
think?
him or cannibalism.
Chloe? Chloe! I would rather kill him myself than commit cannibalism. And that is,
You would kill garlic?
I would kill your horse.
I would actually kill you.
And I'm not
Too late,
even
I'd kill
kidding.
myself.
I don't care that you're. No, stop it, because I'm serious. I
She's
don't
I can see it
care.
in her face.
Oh no, she thinks it's funny. No, I don't. No, because I would, again, in this scenario.
I would kill someone if it came down to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, in this
It was
scenario-
hard
The
swallow,
horse over,
but
over the person.
yes.
Did you just say heart swallower? You're putting things in my head. But, yeah, no. After I killed your horse, I would then have to kill myself. Because I can't deal with having killed another animal. That's not okay. It's psycho behavior. Anyway, back to my original thing. And can you not interrupt me, please? Because this entire thing is just you going on tangents. And the entire reason that, like, Dad recorded this was so that I could go on a tangent. So you ready?
Pick me.
Choose me, love me. So we start doing this thing where anytime somebody does something that gives pick me energy, we start. You know that
Pick
Grey's
me energy?
Anatomy? Yeah. You know
Yeah,
that
that's
Grey's
cool.
Anatomy thing?
Do you mean the T-shirt or the?
TV show, or do you mean the
TV
book?
show.
There's a book.
Pick me.
Well,
choose me,
that, so
love me.
so Grey's Anatomy is because the like in medical school, in chiropractic school, the Bible of anatomy is called Grey's Anatomy.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, and so that's where the name of the TV show came from. Sure, they end up saying there probably was a Dr. Grey in there,
Yes,
but
there was.
but Dr. Grey, the original Dr. Grey, was the one who wrote Grey's Anatomy, but the anatomy textbook, not like a novel or anything, not with a TV show.
So, the original question was come up with a plausible situation where someone would say eat a hand or I'll kill your
Is this
child.
why you're in the forest thing?
No, this is different. And this is where people kidnap you and your entire family, and then they kill your husband because he's a threat. And then it's just the women and the children left, the mother and the children left, and then they don't want to waste like the kids because that could be the next generation of cannibals that they would want to shape to be their own so that their society can live on. Because I mean they'll probably end up eating each other anyway, so they just want to prolong it for a little bit. Or at least have some meat for every person. And then so yeah, they want to take the kids, but the kids love the parents. They've already like developed thoughts and stuff because they're old enough to. And they love the parents and they don't want to eat people because I mean apparently you just don't eat people.
I think it's an innate thing.
Yeah, you'd think. But
To not eat people?
Yeah.
Heck
Some
off. It's been in tribes for longer than you've been alive.
I'm
Cannibalism
15.
has
I didn't-
always been a thing.
Chloe, I didn't.
Yeah, but it's not the norm. I think that's like
It's
a
not
bit
norm, but
pathological.
it's always been there.
Look at you getting mad at me for something I never did. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Is that so that they could take the children, they would have to convert the mother, so the mother would be like, okay, kids, it's okay, you can eat kids and other people. And so that they would get this new family into a tribe so that they could inevitably eat them, but first they have to be on board. Or maybe they're just a band of like cannibal murderers that go into people's houses and just eat the men, and then they take the family and raise them as their own to be more murderers. That's actually
No, it's not.
I think you should read a
It's
book.
not.
You should read a book.
Yeah,
Read a book.
anyway, so then they would have to take it, but then how would you ever convince the mothers to allow themselves and their children to commit cannibalism? That's the real question. So how would they do it? How would they do it? they would take the mother and they would cut off. They would choose the oldest child with the most thoughts, and they would cut off. And they would cut off
The most thoughts.
Yeah, the most like already based opinions and like of the world, and they would say, "Here's the hand. I will chop apart and eat the rest of your child, unless you don't eat it, become one of us, convert your children, and then we can all just be happy, cannibals
Tracy
together."
Lambert is inside all of us.
That's
Tracy
scary.
Lambert.
Serial killers, my favorite things. Okay, so
Don't say that.
stop it. So there was this serial killer.
Was this real or fiction?
We don't know.
We don't know actually.
TV show.
Which often takes real life stories, so I'm not sure. So this serial killer obviously killed somebody, and there's a search party out for her, and this guy brought stew which contained the pieces of Tracy Lambert, the girl that was missing. Cannibal put her in the stew and fed it to the whole search party. Then later, when he was caught, they brought in this priest because they knew he was a cannibal to try and get to him or something.
No, to try and find out more, because apparently he was a man of God, but he was okay with eating people.
Yeah.
And then they were like trying to get the priest.
Kyla, enough. My turn. So then the priest looks at me and goes, "God is in all of us," and he says, "So is Tracy Lambert."
Oh no.
That was crazy.
That's harsh.
That's crazy.
Everybody ate Tracy Lambert.
Everybody.
Side note.
You see, if I ever found out that I had been slept people, I had that put in my food, you know what I would do? Take a guess. Kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just a resort for you.
Do you think there's anything else you could do? You know what? I don't think there's that many situations. Eat another person, kill myself. Stranded on an island, kill myself.
Wow.
Plane crash, kill myself. There are these three
Kinda.
top things. Three top
Kinda.
things. Oh, zombie apocalypse, kill myself. The top things of kill myself in these scenarios. We know how plausible it is that a zombie apocalypse will happen. Not really. You know how plausible it is that a group of cannibal murderers will come into my house, kill you, and then decide, I'm going to convert her into cannibalism. You know how plausible that is? Not very. You know how plausible.
You know what the word of the evening is? Plausible.
You know how plausible it is that I'll get on a plane crash and then my last resort, because
Actually, I think
apparently
that's
there's
suicide.
nothing else and no fish in the sea, is that I have to eat a person? No, kill myself. There are not many circumstances where I'm just like, oh yes, this is my excuse now. But there are just some things where it's like, there's no point living after that. There's no point living when cannibalism has been suggested.
Would you not even try and survive on a desert island?
No. What's the point? I'm gonna die a slow, painful, terrible death later on. Probably be eaten when I'm too weak to move. Probably be eaten by the wildlife there. I would rather go off on my own terms. Thank you very much.
Okay, what if it's a forested desert? Would you try and a forested island? Would you try and survive then?
What is the point? What is the point of living out the next years of my life just there?
Well, I mean, you have the forest and the wildlife.
I'm all alone.
So
No, you have the
what's important to you what's important to you
Wait,
to
what
make
if I
life
was
worth
with you?
living?
We'd have some fun for a while, but then we'd have to kill. If I was all alone,
But what
I'm
if
going.
I wanted to stay for longer than you did?
Yes.
What if I was really chilling in the jungle?
What if I made some ape friends, like you said, the friend who...
Chloe, you don't understand. They wouldn't accept us. They would want to hurt us, and they would want to kill us, and then we would be on the run from them for the rest of our lives. We're not just going to be like big
Kyla.
old hug from the ape around the
So
corner.
I want to know
We
if
couldn't
you're
work
on an
Kyla,
island
this is-
all by yourself, so you're just gonna kill yourself, then what makes life worth living?
Well, in the first 3 days of being on the island,
I think life is worth living.
I think I would give them 3 days. After 3 days, I'm a goner.
That wasn't my question.
I was just letting you know.
Yeah, my question was
I think life makes life worth living.
life makes life worth living.
Like having being a spirited person, having fun, laughing, crying, like living to your truest or to your worst it's still still experiencing life. And I think that's all you need to live. If you're left alone, genuinely like stranded, there's nothing there, and not unless you like make it so, not unless you have fun with the wildlife, not unless you build a bunch of shit, not unless you like live your little life on this island, which you can do for a while. I can understand, but you've already lived a life long enough that you know how to live on your own. You just haven't done it yet. So why not try?
I think what you're trying to get at might be connections to other people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like life is worth living by other people. People were meant to be with other people. They're not meant.
You say that because you're a twin.
Yes.
But
we're not meant to be alone.
Isn't society kind of like chemistry? Like a molecule? All these parts, these atoms that are bonded together. The part in itself means nothing, but it's the bond that makes the molecule.
Yeah. Humans were not meant to be alone. Humans were meant to be with other people, and once you're left alone, stranded with no one else, it's easy to just be like, no point. Because there are human connections all around us. There are human interactions, human contact. Contact with most living things just bring, unless you're a psychopath, just bring about joy.
And I think, isn't that common amongst people who commit suicide, is they feel a lack of connection?
Yeah. So, if I'm left completely alone, no, I'm gone.
But you just said if it was me, we'd chill for a while and then we'd have to.
Yeah, no, because then that's just kind of fun. Because then I get people. Then I have like Chloe with me, and then then we can have fun, and then we can make our own little house, and we can do our little stuff. But then after a while, it's just us. Bye. Now you know, like we're gonna die anyway. Why not go out on our own terms when we're happy and not starving to death and well fed, and not being eaten by the wildlife.
You guys should watch the movie Castaway. Castaway. It's with Tom Hanks. He's a pilot, and the plane goes down, and he ends up making his way, gets washed ashore on an island.
Katy Perry.
And he's the only person. And he is so much so that, like, the need for connection is that he starts talking to a volleyball. Because Wilson is a common name, right? And so this volleyball was Wilson. And so he would talk to Wilson. And then I think he even lost Wilson and he went psycho. But it's that need for connection that sometimes you can just make stuff up that isn't even there.
What is this guy's name again?
Which guy? Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's a long movie, but you should watch it. It was a classic from like the early 90s.
It's not.
That's why, because they're not real friends. They gotta have some sort of connection. They just make it up in their head.
Did you have imaginary friends?
No, I think I wanted to, but one never came to me.
Even though something freaky.
Because I always got the impression that it was like something that you really believed in. And so it's just like, they just weren't there. So.
Me and Chloe were our imaginary friends. We did a thing where we went into game mode, and then we would just be actresses for the whole day. Chloe would usually be the boy.
I was always surprised that you guys never came up with your own language.
We tried.
Yeah, we did.
It didn't work.
I was also surprised that you have no like telepathic stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I still don't. One of the reasons I don't think you're
We're
identical.
twins.
So you're not really twins.
You know, because our kids will,
That's irrelevant.
our kids will genetically be
Cousins.
cousins.
No. Half siblings.
Half siblings, there you go. She said cousins.
They will be. But technically they're cousins. Genetically they're half siblings.
Yeah.
That's only. No. I don't think so.
Well, we're twins. We're the same thing. We have the same DNA. And then if I have a
I still don't think you're identical.
No? What about our faces?
Well,
And your faces are different.
You know, some say that. Some also think that we're the same person.
some also come up to me and go, oh, what's the difference between each of them? I'm like, oh, I have a dimple and I have, what's it called there? And they're like, oh, that red thing on your face, fecker, that's a beauty mark. I've had it my whole life.
What's the difference between you two?
Yeah.
Well, I
And
like
they're
to
like,
punch
oh,
you in
it's
the
the
nose when you're an idiot, and I like to kick you in the shins.
I like the word shins. I think it's funny.
Shut up.
Be interesting. You know what? On my braces,
Can we play volleyball?
the little sides,
Right.
they come off
I'm gonna say goodnight to the camera.
and they cut my lips.
Good night, guys. Good night. No more cannibalism.
No more cannibalism.
No more.
Yes.
You just need to accept that cannibalism's off the table.
No.
In any scenario,
Cannibalism is never off the
I
table.
am. That's where you went wrong.
Now I know because